situation is different. You know, I personally love to see a band that's writing their own tune. I can understand, though, that sometimes the way to keep that band together is to make some money and you have to do some covers. But every club is different. There's bands that play cover songs and they play this club. You know, there's bands that play original music and play that song. Obviously, the ideal is to maybe mix a little bit of it up, but everything is different. There's some bands that refuse to play other people's songs. They just want to play theirs. Now, they're not playing out a lot yet, but, you know, eventually it'll happen if they want to stick to it. I mean, I think the best thing you can do when you start a band is maybe cover some other people's materials just to see what kind of style you're going to be and what you think you're going to be. And eventually, maybe in your set, you're going to do some covers anyway. They may not sound like anything like, you know, the way the band did it originally. You're going to do it your style. But I don't see anything wrong with that. That helps the band get together.
It does. And in the beginning, if you're trying to get out and get yourself a name, and you want people to recognize your name, know who you are, and enjoy watching you, I think it's human nature not to enjoy something you don't already know. You know, so if you come out and see a band and you've never heard any of these songs before, you're not going to be that interested. But if you throw in a couple songs that these people have heard before, oh, I like that song, so they start dancing, and they end up dancing to your song. So it's a good idea to throw in stuff people are already familiar with, you know, even if it is against your principles, you know.
I have a band out of Montreal, Canada. And for instance, this week we did a Dover, Philly, a little short East Coast tour. You know, these guys are playing for $50 and a box of pizza a night because they're doing their originals. That's more the case than not. I mean, when you're out there struggling. But let me say this. Sunday night I have booked in Altoona. They're mixing in some covers and they're making $850.
Yeah.
So that one night pays for their food and their traveling expenses for the whole week. And the other 6 nights they're doing all originals. But they're doing what they need to do to survive. That's the point.
One of the best ways that we've done this in town with the Jelly Bricks and now a band called Into the Woods. Both bands are really sold out to doing their own stuff, and they do maybe 2 covers a set. The covers are real defining, and the crowd really gets tapped into where the kids are coming from. But put together just a great set, and find a band that you have some empathy with, that likes what you do, and open for them. Open for them for about 2 or 3 months, but don't wear out your welcome. You know what I mean? Offer to open for nothing and carry their gear. An established local band, and most of them will eat it up. You know, and it works great. It really does.
I remember when Brett and Ricky had their little band called Paris.
Open up for us.
And they used to open up for the Sharks and the Kicks for $50 all the time. And they were glad to do it. And there came a point where they said, we're tired of opening up for $50. I think they were the Spectres before they were the Spectres. And I even got Kicks a job at Cedar Cliff High School because they went to high school there and they got us the job, so I let them warm up. Got to a point in time where they said, you know, we're tired of this warming up, what are we going to do? I said, move to New York or LA if you're serious. Well, they borrowed money from everybody and went to LA, and of course the rest is history, you know. But they, you know, you got to go out and do that. You got to go play. One of the big things about new bands is networking, you know. Find a band that likes you and you like them and say, hey, can we warm up for you guys? You know, and of course you call the club owners or the agent for the club or the people who book the club and say, hey, we just need a warm-up gig. Sometimes you'll go third on the bill. There'll be no one in the room yet when you're in there. But that's the stuff you got to do to get your name out there. I'll tell you what, half of the people never even see it, but they hear your name on the radio because you're on the bill. I say, oh, yeah, I heard your name on the radio. I mean, I've had many bands that say, we don't even want any money. We just like our name on the radio, you know, in the commercial. So, I mean, you're not going to make a bag of money right away, but you want to get out and do that one set of yours, be a warm-up band for a while.
It would be cool if you could find a band you're compatible with, where the sound is somewhat similar, and you could go out, you know, and, you know, this weekend we'll open for you, next weekend you can open for us, you know, and, you know, that would be cool, too.
It works especially good when you're going to a different town.
Mm-hmm.
You have a little following in Harrisburg, but you can't sell whatever. Tickets in Lancaster. So you get a band from Lancaster that's big down there, you go with them, flip-flop when they come up here.
It's great to get to know other bands and other musicians. It really always helps out to, just like the guys from Live, they open up for us, and all kinds of things go on. If you just get to know other people.
Yeah, you'd love to open up for them.
God, I died of it. I love opening up to it. It's great. I mean, people go, I don't want to open up to them.
Yeah, but there's no pressure on you. You're not responsible for bringing in the crowd. You're just in there out to do your stuff.
It makes the headline act really kick their asses in, and you know, you don't have anything to lose when you're opening up for someone. You can go up there and whip your pants down, just have it, you know, give it all you got. You know, no, I couldn't. But you really, you just have to go about that attitude like, I don't care, and just go for it as hard as you can.
Opening up is usually better too, because you don't have to play as long. You can compact all your best material in
30 minutes worth of material.
Yeah.
Some of the other bands out there, you're out there with all the chicks.
Mingling.
Yeah.
Doing that mingling thing we said before.
Drinking that beer back in the dressing room.
You can have some real odd gigs that way. I remember one time Shay and I opened up at a college for Salt and Pepper. Now that was a bizarre opening. I mean, we couldn't have found two stranger, styles.
And we pulled it up.
We did. We worked our
beer and beer, man.
Oh, no, Shippensburg.
Yeah.
I never worked that so hard.
I know you did.
I danced so hard. I just saw these eyes out there. That's all I saw. Nothing. I just went, oh my God, this is going to be a real test for me. I never danced so hard in my whole life.
I heard Spinderella was jocking you, huh?
What's that?
I heard Spinderella was jocking you.
That probably was.
Remember what you did? He said, we'll open up with a bass solo.
Right.
Nice.
Just let them know that we're funky right off the bat. Bobby, you go ahead.
Well, one of the Sharks' greatest warm-up gigs was when I got them onto the bill with the Go-Go's and the Flock of Seagulls on City Island.
Right.
I remember that show. Sub sandwiches thrown at you,
I think it was Deuce who threw it. He still denies it. But we were up there, Luger's up there singing. Oh, we're just having the best time. There's 10,000 people there. All of a sudden, I see this sub with mayonnaise hurling through the air.
20 rows back.
This Luger
got his sub left.
I know what it is.
Right on the monitor.
It was like King Brothers were opening up for the Sharks, and Luger walked in the room with the sub in his hand. It was like,